decadent. Does she get the role? He tossed the shirt in the trash. It smelled like the woman he'd spent the night with. Expensive, sexual, and anonymous. I don't play those games, and you know it. She was pretty, smart, and charming, even if I didn't remember her name, he said, reaching for a fresh shirt and shrugging into it. I would have been a fool to turn her down. She wasn't that good, eh? Bernie said shrewdly. You've been in Hollywood too long, you know that? He tucked the shirt in, grabbed the silken wool Armani jacket, and sank into his leather chair, reaching for his coffee. Or then again, maybe you weren't that good, she added. He laughed, unruffled. You aren't going to get a reaction out of me, Bernie. I'm in a bad mood, and your little sniping won't affect it. I noticed. Maybe I'll just add some fuel to the fire, she said sweetly. Oh, yeah? How do you intend to manage that? He drawled, draining his coffee with less respect than the Sumatran beans deserved. Have you read today's paper? Oh, God, what now? He said, reaching for it as it lay on his glass-topped desk. Who died? Who's done what to whom? Nothing that simple. Just the review of Cop for a Day. You had me worried for a moment, he growled. I thought it was something that mattered. The day I worry about reviews is the day I quit. It's S.H. Carlysle. Shit, he said glumly. Just what I need to make my day perfect. What's she saying now? Read it, Bernie said, tapping the newspaper before she headed out the door. And weep. Tears were the furthest thing from Rafe's mind as he scanned the review, unless they were tears of rage. S.H. Carlysle had been the bane of his existence, a thorn in his side since she'd started filling in for the revered Clement Walden. Walden had been his own sort of pain, an elitist elderly pedant who only liked films, pronounced with 2 syllables. Rafe prided himself on making movies, not films, and he didn't give a damn what someone like Walden said about him. S.H. Carlysle was a different kettle of fish. The fact that she was obviously a woman was part of it. She reviewed things like a woman, backbiting, hysterical, more interested in politically correct thinking than whether something worked, damn it. The review was just one more in a long line of scathing reviews that deteriorated into personal attacks on Mac movies and Rafe McGinnis. She'd upped the ante this time. In trashing Cop for a Day, the third in a line of fabulously successful comedy action movies, she'd added that right-thinking Americans ought to boycott all Mac movies and make their significant others do the same. All in the name of artistic purity or something like that. As long as Mac movies put out such mindless entertainment, the really good movies wouldn't be financed. Judgmental old tart. Bernie, you must know a hitman or two, don't you? Rafe said out loud. He'd put up with Carlysle for more than a year now, and he was getting sick and tired of her cheap shots. She had every right in the world not to like the kind of movies he made. Hell, sometimes even he didn't like them. But she had no right to tell other people that they shouldn't like them. Can you find me a contract killer? He called to Bernie in her adjoining office. I want this woman dead. Sorry, that's not in my job description, Bernie called back. You'll have to do it yourself. Love to, Rafe said, leaning back in his leather and chrome chair and warming his hands on the refilled mug of coffee. How do you suggest I do that when I don't even know what she looks like? Except that I can guess. She's 80 years old, short and squat and ugly. Watch that, Bernie warned, reappearing in the doorway, and belatedly Rafe noticed that Bernie was short and squat and ugly and old. If you lower yourself to attend the premiere tonight, she might be there. I hate premieres.